And we are back here on Open, and so glad to have you share it with us. We are not, of course, in the studio. We continue to come to you virtually, bringing you all of our content as we ourselves are navigating through COVID-19. And it hasn't stopped us from being able to bring content to you. And so the beauty is that through virtual, we're able to share with you news, information, and things like that. But it's not just BronxNet, it's not just Open, but it's everybody that has to navigate through this. And so how? And if I'm trying to do this, the question is, what kind of equipment do I need in order to have some home essentials? Our next guest comes to us to give us some answers, letting us know what's new, what's hot on the technology side, as well as how you can actually navigate virtually through COVID-19. We're glad to be joined by Sherri L. Smith, who is the editor-in-chief of Laptop Magazine, and she joins us now here on Open. And Sherri, good to have you back.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here, as always.
Yes, and so first of all, I think for all of us, it's a challenge, right? You're coming from home, I'm coming from the home office, and a lot of us are really trying to navigate. What can you tell us about this new home studio, home office setup that a lot of us are just trying to navigate through?
It can take some getting used to. Like I've been working from home for the past, I guess this will be month 2, a full 2 months of working from home, and it's been a challenge. So I've slowly been building up my own little workspace downstairs. I'm in the process of building a standing desk that I can adjust electronically. But like for people that don't have that big budget, like sometimes it can be as simple as just getting a lap dock. So your computer isn't sitting on your lap. It gets hot. You don't want that on your nethers. It could be like, it definitely needs to be a webcam. Like, yes, your laptop has a webcam, but typically it's not a great webcam, not something that you want to do web video conferencing in. So try to find a webcam. I know they are super scarce at this point in time, but try to find a good webcam. Try to stay mobile. So if you can get like a little treadmill, if you could get like some people are going for Peloton. We don't all have Peloton cash.
Right.
I don't have Peloton cash. But it could be as something as simple as one of those little stationary exercise bikes that you can use under your desk, something to keep you moving and to keep you just to get the blood flowing, because this working from home, like if you weren't already working in a sedentary lifestyle, now this is really sedentary. So you definitely want to make sure that you're on the move. You've got a good laptop. You've got a comfortable workspace. You might want to invest in an office chair or even a gaming chair. Because now, like before, it was like, okay, your couch is your place of refuge. You don't want your couch to be your workspace. Like you still want your house to be your home.
Right. Yeah, it's an adjustment. A lot of people are having to make that adjustment. The couch has become the workspace, but we also know that the couch has become like the office chair. A lot of people are having to do video conferencing, and for some people, they're WebExed out, they're Zoomed out. But talk about the increase in video conference platforms, and what are some of the more popular platforms that people can get onto if they need to do this and they just don't know how.
Well, Zoom is the biggest right now. Zoom took off. Zoom was not ready for its meteoric rise and ran into some security issues, which it is currently in the process of solving. They've made a whole company acquisition to deal with these issues, so they're serious about their product. Microsoft Teams is a good one by, of course, Microsoft. Google Meet is also a big player. And then there are just fun things like House Guests, which I use to watch Insecure with my friends every weekend, or Drag Race, or whatever we're going to watch.
Get out of here. So you could actually, so give me this walk me back. What's this here?
So House Guest is a Google Chrome extension, and it's basically a video chat. And I use it to watch TV shows with my friends. But I also have I'm also on Discord, and we with my coworkers, and we play Jackbox games together. They have a video chat there, and we all play this virtual game, and we have a blast. And so like I get why people are a little tired of the video conferencing, but in the right hands, it can be a fun experience.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess we got some new. I didn't hear about house guests. That's what I said. Walk me back. So I might have to. I might have to check that out after the show and see if I can get house guests going for me. But a lot is happening right now. Technology, new technology. I know that you're front and center with some new releases and some things that are getting ready to come out. So, what's new on the market, and what should people look out for, and what can we possibly be jumping into?
Well, things that I can talk about. Last week, the new MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, I should say, 13-inch with Touch Bar debuted. Incremental changes, so it's not this big technological leap forward. But what Apple did is address consumer concerns that have been going on for years, namely with the keyboard. So they got rid of that crappy butterfly keyboard that was shallow, uncomfortable, and oftentimes unreliable, and they switched it out for the Magic Keyboard. So the butterfly keyboard is a thing of the past. No more butterfly keyboard, thank goodness. More comfortable typing. Apple has also doubled the RAM and the storage on all the configurations, so you don't have to spend an arm, leg, a newborn babe, a soul to get a decent configuration to work on with your Mac.
So when we talk about the Mac, obviously some people are saying Mac, PC. What's the best way to go?
I think it depends on the use case. I think a lot of creative professionals, video editors, photo editors, music creators, I think they would agree with me that they go with Mac because they're tied to the ecosystem and the software. A Windows 10 machine can give you just as good an experience if you're willing to learn, like if you're willing to do Photoshop or Adobe Premiere, things of that nature. And oftentimes, since MacBooks are tied into a certain AMD processor, they can't really give you that power that, say, NVIDIA graphics card can give you on a laptop or a desktop. It gives you more video editing, photo editing, like data crunching. Like a discrete graphics card really can make or break your work. And the more like, then you're going for power. If you're like a big 3D renderer or animator or something like that, you want something with the big power. So PC might be the way to go, but I understand why a lot of creative professionals stick and swear by the MacBook.
Yeah, there's an old saying: once you go Mac, you don't go back. And look, I just happen to be one of those guys that do go Mac, and it's hard to go back into other things, but. It's a lot to pay attention to. But quickly, I got about a minute left. What things should we be looking out for and paying attention for in this season?
There are a slew of new laptops on the horizon. You've got your flagships like the MacBook Pro coming. You've got, like, there are other things that I cannot say. Of course, everybody is waiting on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. There are a lot of exciting. Like I'm busting at the gills to tell you.
When can we get you back so you can give us the exclusive or the quick? Like as soon as it comes out, we can talk about it.
Some of the stuff I can talk to you about Wednesday, but it's going to be a steady flow of things coming on from here on out, because now we're moving. Now that we've moved past Mother's Day, now it's dads and grads. So it's going to be a whole bunch of like kitchen tech and a lot of back to school gear. So like there's a lot of great stuff on the horizon.
All right. Well, that means I'm going to have to get you back, talk to my producer, see if we get you back for next Wednesday's show. Sherri L. Smith, editor of Laptop Magazine, editor-in-chief. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having.